Well, hello, my name is Chuck Allen, and I work here at the Florida State University College of Motion Picture Arts. My job here is to shepherd people through their sound for their storytelling efforts. We are using we've been in Nuendo for years now. I think we started in 04 or 05, started back in version 3. We've been through every iteration in between. And we just recently updated to the new Nuage control surfaces for our mixing pleasure. We use a fairly traditional workflow, at least I think it is anyway. Production sound goes into editorial. Once it comes out of editorial, we move everything into Nuendo. We observe the Dolby X curve all the way around from this dubbing stage back into editorial, so that the students can make accurate decisions about how they want their sounds to play against each other. All of our projects will be working in Nuendo. We do about 250 projects a year here, short films. We find it very successful for these guys to put their ideas together and tell their stories using Nuendo. Most of these kids don't have a lot of sound background, and sometimes it's the first time they've ever ventured into that craft, so it's a wonderful place for them to explore and tell stories. We've got them working in individual edit suites. Everything is tuned to a 5.1 Dolby curve again. We generally do a dialogue pre-dub in the middle of their sound design cycles, so that and get that back to them so they can finish out and make very accurate decisions about the relationships of the sounds they want to put into their film. And then once they get everything put together and it's approved, then we simply just close the project on the edit bay and open it up here on one of our dubbing stages and continue working from there. Get the automation lit up, and then I get to work more one-on-one with these students, and so they can make very accurate decisions about how they wish their sounds to go together. So it's kind of a guidance thing, but it's about them making decisions about how they foresee their soundtracks playing. I generally will ask them to defend a decision from time to time, and I may offer a suggestion for them to consider, but it's their films and they will play as they wish, providing they're within specification.
Okay, so here we are in the
This is our ADR and Foley stages.
Okay.
And come right through here.
Thanks.
Foley is the best thing in the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is where we come to create sound effects for putting the finishing details or appropriate level of detail for our films. The Foley pits, obviously for doing footsteps and stuff. We have a variety of junk around here that we can bang on to make a whole bunch of different noises. And it's relatively organized.
So the student comes in and then just do their Foley by themselves?
Yep, absolutely. I encourage them to work with another student.
Okay.
So that somebody's in the control can actually be listening to what's going on and not running back and forth and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So they generally team up together, and one person will help somebody else, and they'll help back and forth and stuff like that to get everything together in here.
So this is the Foley, and then we have the control room here across. Okay.
Control rooms.
Okay.
Also running Nuendo 8 just recently.
Okay.
Same workflow. We're all centrally served, so students just close the project on in their edit bay, and then reopen the project down here in either ADR or Foley. And we have a nice little, very neutral sounding dialogue booth, so we can actually get really nice, clean recordings of ADR. Should we need to do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sometimes it's a performance thing, and sometimes it's a environmental thing, and sometimes it's a technical thing.
Yeah. Real quick. So where are we at?
This is in what we'll call our iMac lab.
Okay.
And this is where I teach the basic fundamentals and introduction to working with Nuendo and creating compelling soundtracks for these guys' films.
Okay. Also, you have 35 seats you said about, right? About 30, how many you got?
I have, I think, 37 seats total, I think.
Okay.
Something like that.
So where are we at here?
We are in the big mix theater. We call this Mix A.
Okay.
This is generally where we mix all of our capstone experiences, all of our thesis films.
Okay. And how many seats we have here?
About 125.
Okay.